With so many outdoor projects that we do on my recreational land, I decided to put together an outdoor shower so we would stop tracking things into the house. The first step was to pick up some supplies, which obviously tuckered out Davis. During this project, my brother happened to be visiting, and he was very gracious and decided to help us out with some of the work. After picking out a location for the shower, we decided to lay a small bed of sand to help with drainage. The shower is actually going to consist of a propane camp shower that we hook up to a garden hose. To keep things cheap, the base is just made of regular play sand you can get at the hardware store. Davis was excited to lend a helping hand, just like he always is. The next step was to lay down some paving stones. This gives us a surface to stand on. It also helps us flesh out where the poles are going to be for the rest of the shower. Next, we started digging and putting 4x4s down in the ground.
I'm in the ocean.
Luckily, the soil in eastern North Carolina is pretty easy to work with. In the middle of the state, we have red clay, which is impossible to dig through. Here, I was able to get 4 holes dug pretty easily, and then we put down our pressure-treated timber. Of course, the 4-year-old was ready to pack everything down nice and tight for us. After that, we made sure everything was perfectly straight and level, mostly just by looking at it, and while Davis took a break with his splash pad, we started to assemble the actual camp shower. To keep the mechanism from getting weathered, we built a little wooden box to go around it. It provides some protection from both the sun and rain, while keeping the 4-year-old back away from the saw. He apparently found my phone and started doing some videography on his own. After using up the rest of the sand, we did a dry fit of the camp shower in the wooden box we're putting together. It seems like we measured correctly this time.
My center.
After hanging up the camp shower, which is pretty easy because it just hangs on a single screw, we put together the water connections and the propane connections.
All right.
After putting up the holder for the shower head, I started wrapping the outside with this river cane. It's like reeds that are wired together to add a little bit of privacy. I'm not really sure if this is going to work long term, but it was affordable and quick to put up for now. Later on, I might try to put up some wood planks, but I'm not sure how to do it in a way that looks tropical or tiki, which is the vibe we're going for. To finish the aesthetic details, my wife is putting down shells that we collected on the Outer Banks of North Carolina. I feel like this really brings it together. I feel like the final product came together pretty well. I'm still mulling over how I want to do the outside covering long term. The important part is that we can take showers and not track dirt all over the house, especially when it comes to poison ivy season. The actual camp shower is pretty nice. The water can get so hot you can burn yourself and have to be careful. It doesn't put out a ton of pressure, but it's enough to wash off out in the yard. If you have any ideas or suggestions for improvements, please let me know in the comments, and I appreciate everyone for watching.